Gutter Trash is a proud member of the Comics Podcast Network.
Isla Gardner is a Canadian living and working in Nazi-occupied France as a museum curator. Her job is to categorize works of art to decide what needs to be protected from the Nazis. She crosses paths with Rolf Hauptmann, a German officer with a job similar to hers. However, the protection of precious artworks soon gives way to an underlying darkness and grief in Catherine and Stuart Imanen's Moving Pictures. Hello, welcome to Gutter Trash, episode number 86, Moving Pictures. My name is Eric.
My name is Jason.
How's it going?
Good.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm enjoying my Sunday.
Are you?
Yeah.
Alright.
Good.
Any particular reason?
Well, I said I got to sleep late, which was awesome.
Right. Usually don't.
I usually don't. We typically stay up pretty late on Saturdays. And then, at least for me, because 1 o'clock is like usually my bedtime.
Wow.
Yeah. So Saturday nights, sometimes 3 or 4, whatever.
Right.
I get up the next morning. My roommate has a 5-year-old son who I love to death. He's amazing. But he gets up at like 8 o'clock and just runs around the house.
Right.
Which makes it impossible to sleep past like 8:30. But today he was not there.
Dead?
He was shipped to Canada to work in a salt mine.
Oh.
Yeah. No, he was staying at his papa's house. So I got to sleep till 11. It ruled.
Nice.
So yeah, I've only been up for 3 hours.
As have I.
Crazy.
I got up at 11 as well.
So we should be having crumpets right now. Well, we could be like Regis and Kathy Lee. Or Regis and
what's her face?
Susie Q, whatever. I can't remember. I don't know her name.
I've
just the younger Kathy Lee.
Young blonde chick.
Without a
Although
sweatshirt.
I don't think she's that young. I think she's older than us.
Right.
Yeah.
Put together, combined. I bet Regis is.
Probably. Yeah. I bet Kathy Lee is as well.
Yeah. Actually, that's funny. Maybe it wasn't a salt mine. Maybe Theo's going to work for Kathy Lee.
Yeah.
Wow, that joke was 10 years old.
That is pretty old. Wow. Yeah.
It's terrible. But yeah.
Yeah.
Good times.
Yeah.
Good times.
Something.
We watched some good metal.
Yeah.
Fucking A, we watched some good metal.
We did. I'm on my fake vacation over at my parents' house, and when that happens, we have drawing night over there, and they have cable, and we watched Metalomania on VH1 Classics.
Mm-hmm. Sometimes it's not so great, but last night was
the last time that this happened, it was pretty much just all shitty power ballads and just really not a good block of metal.
Which, I mean, and I'll clear the air, I love shitty power ballads.
Oh, I know you do, but I don't, for sure.
But whenever I'm like geared up to be like, yeah, we're gonna draw, we're gonna listen to metal.
Right.
I like I've said before, like, I remember when I was a kid, Poison was my favorite band.
Right.
And I'd watch Headbangers Ball because I also loved metal.
Right.
And they would world premiere, like, Something to Believe In, the acoustic video in Headbangers Ball, and I was like, this is wrong. This doesn't make sense. Like, even then, at like 12 years old, I was like, I want them separate,
Yeah, I mean, when you're geared up and you're watching videos, I mean, there's only so many black and white, power ballad, sitting on a stage by yourself videos.
Chest hair with moisture in the air.
We want to see something where maybe, like, there's a family eating dinner, and then the kid just gets up like a zombie and watches TV.
It doesn't turn it on, but it's automatically
It just turns on automatically, and then just things start exploding in the house for no reason.
Walls crack open.
And then the TV turns off, and he goes to the door, and he turns around, and his eyelids are painted white, and
and all the neighbor kids have done the same thing.
Yeah, and they're all walking through the streets like zombies.
Yeah, that's what we want.
That is exactly what we want.
And that's what we got. Yes. Kiss, love it. I love it loud. Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Man, what a great video. Like, yeah, he's like eating chocolate cake, and then all of a sudden he goes and worships the TV.
Yeah. Where Kiss is playing, and Paul Stanley looks the gayest he has ever looked.
Which is saying quite a bit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's an amazing, that's up there with, like, you know, Twisted Sister videos and those Judas Priest videos where, like the one we saw last night where they robbed the bank. They robbed the bank with their guitars. I swear I've never seen that video, which I remember.
I'm amazed because, I mean, I think of the two of us, you are definitely, like, I would say the metal video expert.
I used to have tapes and tapes when I was a kid.
So I'm shocked that you had never seen that video.
Yeah. I'd seen the Living After Midnight, and which is the one where they're on the fake highway in the studio.
I can't remember that song.
Yeah, I can't remember either, but yeah, that's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I don't think I'd ever seen them rob a bank with their guitars. Which was awesome.
I mean, that was even featured on Beavis and Butthead. You know?
Yeah, it's true.
Of course, I mean, I've seen it many times, but it wasn't until yesterday that I realized that they were breaking into the bank to steal their own gold record.
Yeah. Well, the bank shouldn't take that from them. They just...
It's true.
I think they deserve to be able to...
That's crossing a boundary.
Yeah. They deserve to be able to steal that bank.
Maybe banks in England are different than they are here.
Oh, yeah. Like, they just put records and cassette tapes in the bank, in the vault.
And obviously the security guard, you know, or in America the security guard would be like up front somewhere.
Oh, yeah.
This guy's in an office playing a cardboard guitar.
Yeah, well, yeah. That's England.
Yeah.
They don't carry guns, I mean. They carry cardboard guitars.
Right.
Bobbies, they call them.
And criminals rob places with their guitars.
Maybe, I just thought of this, maybe the gold record was in somebody's safety deposit box.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe they knew that, and they were heisting it.
Oh, yeah.
So it was a heist video, as opposed to a surreal dream.
Right.
Record stealing dream.
Yeah. What?
Which reminds me, too, we saw Slayer on
That Metal Show.
That Metal Show, Dave Lombardo and Kerry King.
I've been listening to a lot of Slayer lately on the advice of Kurt Dins.
Yeah. I actually dreamed about Slayer after we left last night, I swear. I was watching them, like, warm up, like, before a show. Like, there wasn't that many people there, but I was just standing off to the side of the stage. And Dave Lombardo, when he was done warming up, he laid down, face down on the stage, and they set his drum kit on his back, and his son played the drums on Dave Lombardo's back, and everybody was, like, clapping because his son was really good. And then they pulled the drums off, and Dave Lombardo walked away. And I was talking to some other guy from Slayer who does not. He doesn't
exist.
He doesn't exist because he looks like a 90210 guy. He was like 20 something and like
the keyboard player.
Yeah, exactly. The guitar Slayer. They mixed him out. You know, like Rick Rubin was like, "Can we just take the guitar down a bit?" I mean, it's different. I mean, I appreciate where you're coming from, guys, but so I was talking to this guy about Dave Lombardo, and he's like, yeah, wasn't that great? He let his son play on his back, like, man. He's like, but you know what's great about Dave? He's like, he's a very subtle drummer. He's not like bombastic and over the top, and you don't really notice what he's doing, but he just carries the song through. And I was like, yeah, you're right. And I woke up, I was like, that's not right at all. He's like the best part of Slayer. Like, he's the craziest, most insane part of Slayer. I was like, I need to talk to that guy again. I need to let him know he's way off base.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, it was a good dream. And then I woke up and had to pee.
We were watching that yesterday, and you mentioned like how surprised you were that Kerry King wasn't as full of himself as he thought he would be.
Right.
He still kind of seemed pretty full of himself.
He was abrasive.
Yeah.
But, like, he joked around a little more than I would have thought.
Yeah.
Like, he joked about going to see 3D movies with his wife. And I was like, what? He's got a sense of humor.
Yeah. Dave Lombardo seemed a lot full of himself as well, which I would not have expected.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, maybe they switched brains on the way in.
Yeah.
It's one of Slayer's many superpowers.
On the other hand, it's a terrible show.
Oh, yeah.
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 And they ask retarded questions.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And I would if I was Kerry King or Dave Lombardo and I was being asked which of my albums were better,
yeah,
I'd probably be a little terse.
Like I could see, like, a lot of their questions seemed like something like a 14-year-old would write in his fanzine.
Right.
You know, and they'd be like, oh, that's cute. South of Heaven, little guy.
Yeah.
But these guys are like 40.
40, yeah.
And I was impressed that the one guy was wearing a Steve Vai shirt while interviewing Slayer. I was like, he either is, you know, just like that much of a fan of Steve Vai. He's like, fuck it, I don't care. I don't care if they make fun of me, or if he's that, like, not really into metal, where he's like, that guy plays this guitar like Kerry King. I'm gonna wear that shirt and he'll think I'm awesome.
Well, this goes into like that weird T-shirt territory. Like, you know, we've had this argument I think before about you know, do you wear the band shirt to the concert?
Right.
Yeah.
I'd say you do if like Gwar. I always did because I wanted Gwar blood on my Gwar shirt.
Right.
Like, I thought that was appropriate. But yeah, if I went to see like Sepultura, I never wear my Sepultura shirt. I'd wear my, like, I don't know, Anthrax shirt or something. But yeah.
But again, there is like a huge chasm between Steve Vai and Slayer.
Yeah. It's hardly the same genre, even though they both have long hair and play electric guitars. But I mean, so did Professor Longhair, but he was a blues musician. So I don't know. Yeah, but I could totally see those three guys all three wearing Slayer shirts on that show, like while interviewing Slayer. Like, I'm surprised they didn't.
And there was that super uncomfortable interview they did with the first lead singer of Iron Maiden, which everything about that was uncomfortable. The guy, all three of them,
even the way they were sitting.
Yeah,
it was like he was off to the side and like the camera was on the interviewers and it's like, maybe you should show the guy you're talking to. I don't know. You know, the famous guy. I don't even know his name, but I don't think I've ever...
Not Bruce Dickinson.
Yeah. I've never owned either one of those first two albums, Iron Maiden or Killers.
Yeah. I love Killers. I haven't listened to Iron Maiden in a long time. I mean, the album Iron Maiden.
Yeah.
I mean, they're both really good, but you know, Bruce Dickinson, I think, it was a better fit for that band.
Yeah.
But at least like what Steve Harris wanted to do with it, you know.
Right.
You know, that big operatic, you know, almost prog metal kind of thing. You know?
Yeah, they have a definite sound. I mean, like Iced Earth and some other bands really do sound like them.
Yeah.
But like, I remember when I was a kid hearing Iron Maiden going, whoa, this is different, you know?
Yeah. But, those first two albums, I mean, it's like they were trying to do that, but, like, the guy's vocals were definitely more in, like, the sort of punk rock range.
You could tell he looked like he comes from, like, hardcore.
Yeah, I think even, like, when they were interviewing about, like, his first concert and stuff, it was, like, punk bands.
Yeah, I forget, UK Subs or something like that. Forget. Blink-182, that's what it was.
Right.
I knew it was a punk band.
Yeah. My Chemical Romance.
What was that? Was that the werewolf from Twilight? I don't know if anyone could hear that, but something bellowed and bansheed out from outside.
That would be my Fantastic Wonderful Neighbors.
We've never talked about them on the show, have we?
Yeah.
They're awesome.
Oh, yeah. I think, no, never mind. So yeah, here we are.
We are here.
It's early on a Sunday, early for us anyway.
Yeah.
And I just realized right now, right this minute, right now, mark the time, I am starving.
Really?
Yeah, just like all of a sudden, out of nowhere.
Did you eat breakfast?
No.
Oh, see, I ate it like an hour ago.
Yeah. I was busy doing stuff.
Yeah?
Yeah, you know, part of my staying at my parents' house is I have chores there. I gotta, make sure the dishes are all washed. I gotta clean the cat box. I gotta feed the cats.
Sprinkle lye on the bodies in the shed.
That too. I was gonna save it for after the break, but fuck it. So far in just the half a day, the day and a half, whatever, that I have been at my parents' house, it has been awful.
Really?
I have had horrible luck.
Except for with the metal show.
That turned out awesome. Yeah. And the pizza we ordered also turned out awesome.
Rocky's.
Yes,
Class.
Rocky's Pizza Ring.
Well, yeah, I know you had some troubles right before I got there yesterday.
Yeah, I was trying to make a homemade veggie burger, inspired by Brian John Mitchell, who posted a recipe on our page, and broke a food processor in the process.
Oh.
I could not get the beans to break down, and basically was just left with a gigantic mess that I had to throw out. Then, later on tried to make a milkshake, using a blender, which did not work. The blender.
Right.
So then this morning, I get up and I go to dry off the dishes that I had washed last night. And I had this crystal bowl, which had some grapes in it that I ate. So I washed that out, and I also had like a lid to a dish that was in there. They got fused together somehow.
Really?
Yeah.
Like they won't come apart?
Nope.
Wow.
Yep. While trying to break them apart, or trying to get them apart, I chipped some of the glass off on the crystal dish.
Oh, man.
Which led little shards of glass on the towel that I was using, which cut up my fingers. And so I just kind of cleared it up a little bit and set it to the side. And so now I've broken at least 3 things of my parents.
They're going to think you had a huge party.
Yeah. Nope, it was just me.
Yeah.
Barely you.
Yeah. That's awful. I'm sorry.
Then this morning... Also, the cats are filthy. They leave little litter trails everywhere, so yeah. I'm sweeping that up. And also, the cats that you never see around, because they have 3 cats, you only see 1.
Right.
They puke a lot. And apparently they decided to puke right on the place where we were eating yesterday. On the countertop. Oh, wow. And on the placemats.
Oh, wow.
So I had to clean that up.
You haven't had much luck.
I have not at all. Yeah.
Well, now we should have a party there, so at least there'd be an excuse.
And then while I was refilling one of the water dishes for the cats, water went everywhere.
Well, at least that's easier to clean up.
Yeah, it's still just on top of everything.
Right.
Yeah.
You haven't killed any of the cats, right?
No.
Knock on.
No. Yeah. Well, I know Max didn't do any of it, so, he's, because he mostly just sleeps, but,
right.
Yeah.
It's kind of his thing.
Yeah. The other 2, when they think I'm not around, will go nuts and,
puke
and destroy shit.
And leave litter everywhere.
Yeah. At one point in time when I got up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom, I was walking down the hall and I saw, I couldn't tell what it was because I wasn't wearing my glasses and it was still kind of dark. And
you just woke up.
And so I'm walking down the hall and I see this thing standing in the, by the wall. And then as I get closer to it, it spreads out like it's about to dart off.
Right.
And so I look at it and I'm like, oh. Hey, it's the one cat that never socializes. That if I see him this week, it's completely by accident, much like last night.
Not JC.
Not JC. I'll see him occasionally because he came out running to see me as I was trying to pee, and the other one just he was trying to camouflage himself against the white wall, even though he's solid black.
Well, they're not.
They're not smart. Yeah.
I love cats, but like there's certain ones, like the ones that just always hide and puke.
Yeah.
It's like,
he's an asshole.
Yeah, that's too bad. I like the cats that are playful and lap cats.
JC's playful, but he's still kind of skittish. And Max isn't playful or a lap cat, but he likes to hang out. Mm-hmm. And he's just real chill. He's awesome.
Max is cool.
Yeah.
He curls up like a little man on the couch and sleeps sitting up.
But, sorry
it's going poorly.
That's alright.
You don't think they're going to charge you money for the...
No, they're not going to.
Because, I mean, you could always, like, try to extort Brian for some of that. If he basically...
He made me do this.
He gummed up your food processor.
No.
It was just a joke. He's like, you didn't really try that, did you?
I didn't exactly use his recipe, but it gave me the idea to find a recipe that maybe I had more interest in.
There's where you went wrong.
So,
you went right by the
by
the numbers.
Yeah. But so it's been a thing.
But you're gonna cook tonight.
I'm gonna try.
Yeah.
Gonna certainly try.
See what we can break in the process.
I would. Luckily, I don't think I need a food processor for this one.
Any appliances at all?
Little oven and grill.
Outdoor grill?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And stove, probably. Although I think the grill has like a little spot for a skillet, so I may actually cook stuff out there on that.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. But considering the luck I've had so far, this could go horribly awry.
Your expectations are not high at this point.
No. Anyway, Moving Pictures.
The Rush album. Great album. Tom Sawyer. He's a mean guy.
Isn't that from 21 Told?
I think it's on both. 2112 is the live album, right?
No.
It's not.
No. It's
Tom Sawyer's a Moving Pictures.
Alright. I don't know anything about Rush. Other than I'm not a fan. I like 5 songs by them.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm a fan.
Tom Sawyer's one of them. Bastille Day.
That's it.
That's all I can think of.
Working Man?
Working Man, yeah.
It's a classic.
Yeah.
Spirit of Radio?
Nope.
Redbird Charity?
Nope.
Hold Your Fire?
Nope.
Subdivision?
Nope.
I don't know. Yeah.
Alright, so 3.
Okay.
No Moving Pictures by Catherine and Stuart Immonen. Husband and wife. Comic book creators. This is a comic.
Yes.
Yes.
It is.
Yes.
A graphic novel.
A webcomic turned graphic novel.
I found that out after I read it. I thought that was interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know if that would have affected the way I thought about it as I read it or not. Curious.
I don't know. Why would it?
If I would have read it page by page on the web.
I'm sure that I probably would have hated that.
Yeah. Like once a week, right? I think that's what they did.
I don't know. All I know is, was it 2-3 years ago you went up to TCAF and Stuart Immonen was there and I had you sign some stuff for me because laid out Stuart Immonen is pretty much in my top 5 favorite mainstream comic book artists ever. And so I was excited that you were going up there and give you some stuff to sign. And he also he's self-published like a lot of mini comics and stuff like that too. So I had you pick me up some of those, and I think like the first chapter of Moving Pictures was a mini comic.
Oh, really?
Selling, yeah.
Okay.
And it was like the first 5 pages or something like that. And I mean, it was enough to get me interested in it, but not enough to make me want to go online and read it every week or whatever.
Right. It was a teaser. It was like a teaser trailer.
Yeah, pretty much.
You're like, I'll read this when it comes out.
I think pretty much what it comes down to is I don't like webcomics. Mm-hmm. I don't like to read things on the internet.
I like to read like one or two while I'm eating lunch, and then I like to like not do it anymore.
Yeah.
You know, I just something that I can just sit there and not get mustard on.
Right,
like,
right, yeah.
Other than the mouse, you know.
Right.
But yeah.
I mean, I like American Elf because, I mean, that's once a day, it's there, it doesn't continue into anything, there's not a story of any kind.
Right.
It's like Family Circus, but, you know, with penises and elf ears.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a keen observation.
Oh! Oh!
That's terrible. Yeah, American Elf is my favorite out of the ones I've seen.
But yeah, like I don't want to read a sequential webcomic ever, or anything longer than a page ever. Yeah, I just
on the web.
On the web.
Yeah,
I just hate the internet.
I mean, there's like certain things that you can do with webcomics that you can't do in comics. Like, I think it was Scott McCloud. Somebody I saw like did one where. Basically, it was like the longest panel ever, and you had to keep scrolling down because the character was like falling out of an airplane or something, and it was like him hitting things and like thinking different things as he fell. And if you would have actually looked at a piece of paper, it would have been like, you know, like 50, 60 feet long or something. So, I mean, that was kind of neat. Like, they used that.
That would have annoyed the shit out of me.
Yeah, it was.
Because if I don't like scrolling either.
Right.
Yeah. Back when I was doing webcomics, which is probably where a lot of my hate for the format comes from.
Mm-hmm.
Like in my head, like, you know, I just want you click on a page, it's there, you read it, you don't have to scroll, you don't have to zoom.
Right.
There it is.
Right.
So anything that goes beyond that, I'm annoyed with.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
I can see that. I'm not a fan of reading anything digital. Like, I don't want a Kindle book or anything.
Right. Yeah.
I want to smell it, fold it up in my back pocket. You know, I want to get stuff spilled on it and like have people go, "Oh my God, something's wrong with your comic. It's got a bubble."
Yeah.
I'm like, "No, it's still totally readable. You jackass."
Right.
That's what I want with my comics.
Yeah. This is, but, you know, like 10 years ago, I was just, you know, I was gung-ho about it, you know. I mean, started my original comic publishing company, you know, and we were going to do webcomics. We were going to revolutionize all of sequential art.
Yeah?
Yeah, and no.
Okay.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Well, the one thing that we definitely learned is that you should never do sequential stuff online.
Right.
Like, you know, one-page gags.
Yeah.
It's like the best format for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you don't have to wait. Like, you don't have to go.
Right, and you don't have to do the work, and, you know, basically the internet is just a giant, soulless, will-sapping demon from hell that only makes you feel terrible about yourself and makes you think horrible things about others.
Are we talking about comics still?
We're talking about the internet and comics.
Okay. Yeah, web comics.
Yeah.
I agree. I don't want to read comics online in general.
Yeah.
Like, I'll make exceptions, but like with this one, I was thinking if I would have read this once a week online, like, I think I would have forgotten things. I mean, because I mean, there's things that are referred to, and you know, and like, you know, it'd take you 6 weeks to read 6 pages, and it's like, I don't know.
Hell, I mean, I read this all in one shot, and I barely remember things about it.
Right? Yeah. Like, I don't. Like, when I read monthly books, I forget stuff.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, I think every comic, every pamphlet style comic should have that's a continuing story should have the synopsis that.
Right.
You know, Marvel does that sometimes.
Yeah.
But I think it's a good idea for all of them to do that.
Usually what I do anymore is if I don't get the trade and I'm still getting just the monthly book, I'll just wait until I have, like, you know, an entire story arc or series completed before I read them.
See, I've been doing that too, and I'm like, why don't I just buy the trades? Because then there's no ads and they're cheaper. And it's like, why? I don't even... Other than Sweet Tooth, which is the only book I ever stay current with, I'm like, why do I buy monthly comics anymore? Why don't I just wait? until the trades come out.
It's insanity, and it's an addiction, and we have problems.
I like the way they look better. I think that's what it is. I'm just used to it, you know.
The floppies.
Yeah. I mean, 30 years of reading them, you know.
Yeah.
It's what a comic book is to me.
Yeah. But, so, you know, I think what we've learned is that Moving Pictures was a webcomic, and we have horrible memories, and we don't like the internet.
That's, that pretty much sums it up.
Good night, everybody. No, so anyway, Stuart Immonen, one of my favorite artists of all times. I'm gonna assume co-wrote this with his wife. His wife is the writer.
Mm-hmm. They're just one of many awesome husband-wife teams. You got your Stan and Jay Lees. You got your Eddie and Jay Scotts. These are just the more popular of the... I don't know. Chester and Jeff. Jeffrey Brown. Chester Brown.
Oh, yeah. Anyhow.
That is cool that they can work together.
Yeah. So, I don't think I'd ever be able to work with, any of my exes or anything like that. Yeah.
Even if they weren't your ex.
Like if we were still together, I don't think I could do that.
Me and Kathleen are trying to work on a comic together.
That's going to be the ruination of you.
Of just me personally?
Both of you.
Okay.
And as a couple, most likely.
Uh-oh.
You shouldn't.
Well, it's worth it. It's comics.
All right. Well, good luck. Dazzler, you doing a Dazzler fan?
Dazzler fan fiction where she meets the crew of Star Trek Next Generation and they all have an orgy. I can't wait. We're going to submit it to Marvel.
Sweet.
No. Moving Pictures! Sorry. I've derailed it 3 times.
It's alright. Moving Pictures, Catherine Stewart Immonen. What'd you think?
I liked it.
Yeah.
It was very different because I've only seen his artwork like Next Wave and Spider-Man, and it's very like flashy and like, you know, I mean not like in a cheap, flimsy, throwaway kind of crappy art kind of way, but in a
dynamic,
yeah, like a cartoony Mike Zeck, and this was like so calm and subtle and shadowy and, you know, like much slower paced than I imagine, and I like that kind of stuff.
Yeah. This is why he's one of the best, because he can do that. You know, he can draw an Ultimate Spider-Man and a Next Avengers or New Avengers or whatever the fuck he's drawing now, and then he can go on and do a Moving Pictures, which is very clean and simple looking. And, you know, I mean, it's shapes.
Yeah.
I mean, that's all it is.
It's very geometric.
Yeah.
But not in such a way where you're like, oh, he's trying to be artsy with just squares and rectangles.
Yeah. But then at the same time, you can do something like Superman Secret Identity, which is like very photorealistic and you know, soft and subtle and you know, and make it all work. And he's fucking amazing.
He's an artist's artist.
Yes, he is. Why this guy isn't a fucking Jim Lee superstar level artist, I don't know.
He's not in the Wizard Top 10?
Huh?
He's not in the Wizard Top 10?
Probably not.
You ever noticed that
I haven't read Wizard in like 6 years, so.
If you look at the Wizard Top 10, it's like 8 white bald dudes. And then like 2 other people in the top 10. And 9 times out of 10 they have glasses too.
Yeah.
You could interchange them all. It's like, is that Mark Waid or is that who is that?
Well, maybe that's why he's not in the top 10, because his picture in the back, he's clearly got a lot of hair.
He does have the glasses.
He does have the glasses.
So maybe in like 20 years he'll be a superstar.
Yeah.
His wife probably never gonna be.
Probably not bald.
Not a dude. Not bald.
Yeah.
It's too bad.
Yeah. Anywho, so I enjoyed it as well.
Wow.
Very confused reading it, but
I was too. Yeah, I read it twice because I was like, okay, are those girls French? Has it been translated? Then I realized I was like, oh, they're talking about, you know, they mentioned when they were hiding under the table about how their French was bad, and it's like, okay, they're not French. Are they English? Are they American? Are they Canadian?
They're Canadian.
Yeah, I figured that out too. And their
These are the questions I can answer.
And they're sisters, which I didn't get at first either. I just thought they looked very similar.
Right.
But yeah, they're basically twins.
Yes. I think one of them was older, but very similar looking. Yeah.
Same DNA.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a World War II setting, but not hit you over the head World War II setting.
No, definitely not. There's not. At least I didn't recall seeing any swastikas anywhere. Nobody wearing, the jackboots and uniform that you normally expect.
Right.
It's very noirish without really being noir.
Yeah. Yeah, they have the look of a noir book. Definitely, with all the all the architecture and shadowing and
But basically, I've already described it in the intro. So,
okay.
Yeah.
I didn't hear that.
You usually don't. But no, it's about a girl who she's working in France, and the Nazis are occupying it, and she runs into a Nazi officer.
Mm-hmm.
It's mostly about artwork, though, and I think this is one of the best things about this book. Is that, like, for all the the simple geometric, clean lines like that are in the storytelling, we get pages where Immonen will completely reproduce like a classic painting in pen and ink with like super detailed hatching and cross hatching.
Those are amazing,
and it is, god damn it, he's awesome.
Yeah, that really does, and it like how simple the actual characters and backgrounds are drawn throughout the story really makes that art stand out. As far as like, you're like, wow, these things are these magnificent pieces of artwork. That's why they're working so hard to catalog and save them, and and not let the Germans take control of the ownership of them.
Right.
Yeah, it really does work, because it's all about her trying to make sure the French museums get to keep their art.
Right.
They hide them. They reference like how they were actually hidden salt mines and whatnot.
One would say that they were moving those pictures. Whoa!
I get it now. Yeah, I thought when I went into this, I was like, oh, cool, it's going to be about movies. Like German cinema in the 30s or something. But
we already saw that. It was Inglourious Basterds.
Yeah, that was a good movie, too.
Yes, it was. I'd like to see it again without jackasses in the theater.
It's not going to happen.
That's a good thing I own it on Blu-ray.
There is no showing of any Tarantino movie where there is not a jackass in the theater.
It's true. Admittedly, I may have played my part in the jackass role.
Oh, yeah?
When we went to go see it.
Oh, did you yell at somebody or something?
I gave somebody the finger, and then they yelled at us.
That was right. Okay, I forget which movie that was in.
It was the first time that I had met Kathleen.
Right.
Yeah, so I'm sure I made a fantastic impression.
You're like, oh, I like your friend that yells at people and flips them off. Like, yeah, that's cool.
I am awesome. I think that's what it comes down to.
What else was I going to say about this? Yeah, just like how simple it is, and how it's about. It's set on this huge like historical
setting.
Yeah, that is the setting of 1,000 things we've read or seen.
Right.
But it's so,
something new that
yeah, and it's like so like the setting is very understated. It's more just about
the characters,
right, and like the trust and the deceit and the that goes into any sort of I don't know,
relationship.
Yeah,
that's pretty much what it is. It's a relationship book between Isla and Rolf, the German officer. So it's and like it jumps back and forth between like she's being interrogated by the Nazis to discover the whereabouts of certain paintings, but then like we see her just doing her job, or her talking with her sister, or her relationships with people she works with, And throughout it all, she's kind of she's a bitch.
Yeah, she's not very likable.
Yeah, but still, at the same time, remains sympathetic, which I think is incredibly hard to pull off.
Yeah. It's like you don't like her, but like you said, you have sympathy for her situation.
Right. And she's being unlikable for a reason. You know, she's trying to. Well, she's breaking the law. You know, as wrong as it might be. You know,
and it's like she's trying to. Like, it has these two timelines that's, like you said, you alternate back and forth between, and in both of them, she's, like, trying to save something. Like, she's trying to save the artwork in the one, she's trying to save her sister in the other, she's trying to, like, get her out of the country so she can, not be there for occupied France, but I think that's kind of cool. Like, she's pretty much dedicated all of her life to, like, just saving things, like, helping procure things, and she's not really concerned with her well-being, which even in her relationship she's like I don't really care about this is just kind of something she's doing.
But she does care, she's just putting on this front, so that she can just do her job and save these things.
It's like she's detached all of her emotions.
Right.
It's pretty dark and bleak.
Yes, it is. Yeah. A little depressing, especially towards the end.
Yeah. There's like this big letter at the end. It lasts like 6 pages, and there's spot illustrations, not of what's being said in the letter, but of what's happening at the end of it.
And some art.
Some more beautiful art. It's kind of dark. But a very, very good character piece.
Well done, Catherine and Stuart Immonen.
Yeah, do it again.
This equals their work together on the Hellcat miniseries.
Yeah, it's got to be way different, I'd imagine. Patsy Walker.
Well, admittedly, Stuart only did the covers.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, bummer.
But yeah, Patsy Walker, the Hellcat.
I love the paper this is printed on, too.
The cover?
Yeah, that stock. What is that? It's like beveled or...
like a textured cardstock.
Oh, yeah, it's just... I could touch it all day.
Yeah.
I'm touching it right now. I'm touching it. It's nice. You want to touch it with me?
I want to touch it.
Let's touch it together. Oh, that is nice. I like touching it with you.
Me too.
I like the way you touch it. Can you touch it by yourself? I'm just holding it and he's touching it. And at only $14.95, it's a great deal.
Top Shelf.
Yeah. They make some fine books over there, Top Shelf.
They do.
Didn't they? They published our last book that we reviewed.
Superfuckers, yeah. Very similar.
Yeah. Practically a sequel by different creators.
I think we've reviewed almost as many Top Shelf books as we have like Marvel and DC.
Wow, yeah, that's true. Yeah. Well, they do. They make some
good
stuff, and it's really diverse. Like they make
obviously Superfuckers, moving pictures.
Didn't they do blankets? Is that them?
Blankets.
Yeah, they're all over the place.
Yeah, it's it's. I remember there was like 5 years ago, they almost went out of business.
Really?
Yeah. Like they were just like going bankrupt, and like they wound up like in like a last ditch effort to like save themselves, to like save the company. They had like a huge sale.
Oh, that's right. I remember that sale. Yeah. I didn't realize that's what it was for.
Yeah, and they turned it around.
Wow,
and
that's awesome.
Publishing awesome things.
That's great, because they're going to be the future publisher of my novella, my graphic novella. No, I'm working on a big story, and I'm going to send it to a few people, and they're definitely one of them.
Nice.
So I'm sure I'll end up just printing the Kinkos.
Keep that on the hush hush for
now. Yeah, I'm not going to talk about it, but yeah, I'm going to try them.
All right.
See what happens.
I hope it happens.
I'm looking forward to that rejection letter. So, yeah.
Either that or fancy graphics, I can see.
Yeah. I'll try them too. And then if not them, then Wildstorm, whatever.
Right, whatever. Yeah. And then you can put it in the quarter box with all the other Wildstorms. Jim Lee, you retarded fucker.
Good artist, though.
No.
I like his art. I really do. But it's just, like his. Usually the subject matter is just of no interest to me.
I just don't like his art.
I love his Batman. I really do.
I don't. I love Frank Quitely's Batman.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, that's better.
Hell, I like Fraser Irving's Batman.
I don't know who that is.
He's the guy who started the new storyline on Batman and Robin.
Oh yeah, that is good. Yeah. Didn't he do the Seven Soldiers?
Clarion, the Witch Boy.
Yeah, that's good stuff. Yeah, very good stuff.
I like that guy a lot, but he's no Stuart Immonen. Anything else?
Check it out. Support a guy who works in the mainstream, but he's trying, and a lady.
Yeah.
They work in the mainstream, and they're trying some odds and end things. You can tell they love comics, because, I mean, it would be probably easier for them just to do work for hire for Marvel, but
I'm sure if Stuart Immonen wanted to, he could get an X-Men book and draw X-Men vampires.
And why wouldn't you want to?
Right. It's got to be the height of anyone's goal, you know?
It's like Twilight mixed with the heroes.
Right. But, he draws New Avengers with Bendis, and he obviously must have a good relationship with Bendis, because he worked on like 30, 40 issues of Ultimate Spider-Man with him, and then moved on to the first series of New Avengers, and he's stuck around for the relaunch of it, so, I mean, he must enjoy that on a level.
Right. Marvel must like him.
Right.
He must sell some books.
Yeah. And, honestly, if it were me, I would, if it were up to me, Next Wave would still be going on. And that would be the height of all awesomeness.
Then Warren Ellis wouldn't have time to write Captain Swing and Gravel and all that stuff.
I don't know what that first thing was.
Captain Swing? It's like a 1800s or 1700s England, and he's like this magical pirate that kills criminals or something. You haven't seen that? There's been like 2 issues out. Avatar. One is Avatar.
I generally ignore most things that Avatar puts out.
I actually read the first one, and it was decent, but didn't make me want to buy number 2.
Right.
So.
I read Black Summer, which was okay. Yeah. But,
never read it.
Yeah. But anyway, I think Next Wave is like my favorite thing that Immonen has done, other than Superman's Secret Identity.
Really?
But those are as different as moving pictures as the Superfuckers.
Right. Wow. Yeah, the diversity is what impresses me. I appreciate artists who can not just do one thing well, but they can do, they can do different things.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, he's had a long career. He's written and drawn Superman for years, and Legion of Superheroes, and a ton of work for Marvel, and and obviously, he loves anything to do with comics, because he's got moving pictures. There was the It's Not As Bad As You Think, which was like a weird webcomic experiment that he did. He's got a little mini comic, 50 Reasons Why He Doesn't Do Convention Sketches Anymore.
Yeah, he seems awesome. It does kind of make me want to check out. I've never read Secret Identity or Next Wave, so
I may pick somewhere down the line. Obviously, not because we just did this, but I may pick them.
Yeah,
for sure.
They both look good.
We've got hundreds and hundreds of shows left.
That's right. Years and years,
years and years, people. We're in this for the long haul.
Are you joking? I thought we were just doing 100. I thought that was from the start. Wasn't that the? We'll talk about it in the break.
All right.
This is awkward.
We gotta have a meeting. All right, we'll be back.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Gutter Trash.
I think we resolved our issues. I think we've decided that we're going to go to 150, and see where it goes from there.
Well, it was my contention was I thought if we get 5 emails from different people saying we should go past 100, then we'll do 1,000.
Okay.
But if we don't get 5, then fuck it, I'm done.
Yeah, I'm down with that.
All right.
Come on, 5 emails, 5 people, 5 of you. Send us an email. A positive email.
or even negative, but just like, I fucking hate this show. It's the worst part of my day. You better keep doing it. That's fine.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Whatever works for you.
Yeah. Awesome. That was a good break.
Yeah.
Feel good.
Loosey-goosey.
Oh,
just breaking shit in my office. All right, that's cool. That's fun.
I'm just learning from
I
you.
do too.
You're the food processing guy.
It really sucks to be 32 years old and fearful about what your parents are going to say to you when they get home.
Wow, yeah. That is awesome. I'm trying to think of, like a fictional equivalent of that character, but, like, Get a Life, maybe?
Maybe, yeah. Except at least I don't live with them.
Yeah, that's true.
I have my own place.
You're just babysitting your kitties.
Yep.
Yeah, that's awesome. What is Chris Elliott doing now?
I don't know. I was just going to go on a little thing about how I'm a loser nerd, but I don't know what he's doing anymore.
I haven't seen anything in a long time.
He wrote a book a couple years ago, but beyond that, I haven't seen him in anything.
Like he was a villain in like what, Scary Movie or something? Or
something about Mary.
Yeah.
That was.
Man, he needs more work. He's hilarious.
He does.
That guy rules.
I love Chris Elliott.
Yeah. Maybe he just got really fat and calls himself Brian Posehn now. Maybe that's what happened.
So I don't think Chris Elliott ever did stand-up.
I don't know. Maybe.
I don't know.
Not that I've ever seen, but...
And I like Brian Posehn, but I don't think that they're similarly styled comedy either.
Right. Yeah. Right.
Yeah. Again, I like him, but Posehn's kind of lowest common denominator comedy.
Yeah, if he didn't talk about metal so much, like, I wouldn't hate him, but I would just not even remember his name.
Right.
He's got the weed and the metal thing. He's basically talking directly to me.
I think I would remember him just for being so unique looking.
Yeah. That's the nicest way to say it. He is a funny dude.
He looks like Bruce Valanche if Bruce Valanche went bald.
Oh, I don't know who that is, damn it.
He's the guy who kind of looks like the what's the mascot, the Philadelphia What's-Its or something like that.
Oh, okay, yeah. Wow. Is this man an actor?
Bruce Valanche?
Yeah.
No, he's a comedy writer. He's also used to be on like Hollywood Squares a lot.
Okay.
He's like the guy who's in charge of like writing the jokes for like the Academy Awards and stuff like that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow. It's probably some scratch.
Probably.
Yeah.
Too bad he's not very funny.
Well, that's what they're looking for.
That's true. That is true. Because let's show our favorite celebrities and being as awkward as they can be.
Oh, yeah.
Reading off a teleprompter.
Yeah. Yeah, Eminem and Gloria Estefan on stage together, introducing Best Female Artist. Yeah. That's awesome.
Making jokes.
Yeah.
I hate award shows.
I sort of like them. I've always, like, I used to always tape the MTV award shows, and Kathleen and I watched the Academy Awards. I don't know, the one about movies. Is that Academy?
Or the Golden Globes.
This was the one where Best Picture and all that.
Like, could be also the Golden Globes.
Okay. I think it was Academies. But yeah, I actually really enjoyed that. But yeah, I always loved the MTV Awards. I always taped them and rewatched them. I mean, like, I was into it.
I once taped to the Grammys because Metallica was playing. Fast forwarded through all of it until Metallica played, which was like the last 5 minutes of the show.
Wow. Yeah. What was it? A jam? Different songs?
No, it was. They played Wherever I May Roam.
Wow, that's pretty cool. The song's not bad, even though it's on that album that I'm not a big fan of.
The album that 300 trillion people own.
Yeah.
So
I thought you were going to say 300 trillion people have released their version, like the Black Album, Prince and Jay-Z. And
that is true as well.
GWAR won a Grammy once.
I could see that, yeah.
For it was best like feature-length music video of the year, because I think it was the only one.
Wow.
They did Phallus in Wonderland.
Nice. They're actually incredibly talented musicians.
Oh, yeah. I'm just surprised that they're recognized by anyone other than, like, the art community or, like, the underground metal community.
Right. I really wish that they would go back to more of their experimental stuff.
Yeah. Like where they would throw, like, a bluesy jazz song in the middle.
Yeah. Because, I mean, again, they're talented musicians, and, like, their most recent couple of albums are good, technically.
Right.
Like when you can listen to something and all of a sudden there's like a sea chanty.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or like it's a totally metal song, but they have like a flute going, just...
Like Have You Seen Me, that had the, like... the crooner kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love their first, like, 4 albums. I think they're fun. A lot of fun. Yeah.
Oh, well.
Oh, GWAR.
Odorous.
Love ya.
I was shaking my fist in anger for him for him being afraid to be experimental with the band.
Yeah. Okay. I'm with you now.
Yeah.
I still love him.
Oh, well, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of metal talk this episode.
It was weird, yeah.
We did come off of like a 3-hour block of metal last night, so...
Yeah, I'd say I wouldn't call myself a metalhead because... I'll go weeks without even listening to a metal song.
Right.
But I'm a lifer.
Yeah.
I'm in it. Like ever since I was 8 years old, I've been impressed and fascinated with that genre, and I can see myself at 80 still turning on a Sepultura CD or whatever.
It's like the documentary we watched. It's metal is not a phase you go through.
Yeah.
Like once you get into it, you're into it.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm not one of those guys that like always has my black metal T-shirt on.
Right.
I don't mean like black metal. I mean like a T-shirt that's black and has a metal band's logo.
Yeah.
And I don't only listen to metal, but it is such an amazing, like cathartic
experience.
Genre. Like I think I'm done going to metal concerts because the douchebag factor is just 110%.
Yeah, I'm done going to any concert because of that.
I don't mind going to concerts still, but
even like acoustic guy on a stool concert, there's still going to be an incredibly high amount of douchebags there.
Yeah,
At least
they don't slam into you usually. I mean, they just maybe spill their beer
sneer
on your
at
feet.
you. And, what are you doing here?
Yeah, you're not as cool as me. You look at your hair;
it's cut. You brushed it today. But not in a way that makes it look like it isn't.
Yeah, exactly. See? you know the type.
Hipster douchebags.
Yeah. They're everywhere.
Yep. Hate them. Except for Pat.
Yeah, oh yeah. He's my favorite.
Yeah. He's the only one who is in my good graces.
I wouldn't even say Pat's a hipster.
He dresses like one.
He's got the look.
He looks like one and he dresses like one, but he doesn't have the personality.
Doggone it, he's a likable
Yes, he
fella.
Is. Della?
Dude and fella.
Dude, okay.
Ooh, I haven't met anyone.
There you go.
Della. Wow.
No, Pat is
That's
awesome. He just needs a haircut.
Some bigger pants.
For men.
Pants for men, yeah. Big boy pants. Yeah, checkered suspenders. Big boy pants. Yeah. I'd love to see Pat in some checkered suspenders. Oh, man.
I'd love to see him with, like, the big boy awesome. Pompadour.
Oh.
Holding the big burger.
A giant burger, big as his head.
Yes.
But he's delivering it to someone
Right.
who's hungry. I'm hungry.
I'm starving.
I'm so fucking hungry. I'm with you. Like the last hour, I've like just become more hungry and more hungry. I might have to have a snack before we cook burgers.
Yeah, I think so. Maybe have a bowl of cereal or something when I get home.
That's good. I might have some peanuts and a banana.
I also got a couple oranges I bought yesterday.
Oranges are good this time of
love
year.
Oranges.
Citrusy.
Yeah.
I like
some watermelon yesterday. Bought some oranges.
I like a grapefruit this time of year too.
I never like a grapefruit.
Really? Oh.
Never.
I usually have them with my cereal now.
Not a fan. Love some strawberries.
Oh, those are
Some
good.
grapes. Blueberries, raspberries.
Grapes are good.
blackberries.
So juicy.
Yeah.
Yes. Fruit is
Indeed.
good. Fruit is good. Pat is awesome.
Pat is awesome.
what we've
Fruit is
learned.
good. Metal is amazing.
And it never gets old,
Yeah.
no matter how old you are. Yeah, good times.
Good times indeed. Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
So we've crashed to a halt.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
I don't know. I guess I should just pick the movie we're going to watch and we just get out of here.
Go eat some snacks.
Yeah.
I like snacks.
Snacks are good.
All
All
my
right.
favorite meal of the day.
Snacks.
The snack, yeah. Because it happens twice.
Does it?
Yeah, 2 o'clock and 6:30.
Really?
Yeah.
It's really scheduled.
Well, it is the snack. It deserves its own time frame. I eat lunch at 4 and dinner at 9, so.
I eat lunch at 11:30 usually. And dinner sometimes not till like 8 or 9.
That's all. See, now you need a snack in between.
I definitely need a snack in between. Yeah. Usually around 4.
Wow, yeah.
Yeah.
I would be longing for a snack by 4 o'clock.
Unfortunately, by 4 is when I usually leave work, and so there's not too much opportunity to get a snack. at
Grab
that
a-
point.
Grab something on the way out. Vending machines.
No vending machines.
Wow.
Yeah.
Gas
It's not
station.
my building.
Gas station right by your work.
Not conveniently.
Yeah.
Yeah. Occasionally we'll stop for gas on the way home, and like I'll pick up like a hot dog or something. In fact, this past Friday we were driving home. It was not my week to drive. Coworker needed gas. We stopped at the Pilot in Franklin, and I got myself a bottle of tea, and they sell these little mini burgers that come 2 in a pack.
Like White Castle size.
They're like White Castle sized, yeah. Opened it up, and incredibly slimy.
Ooh, that's not good.
Yeah. So then I ate one, incredibly dry.
You ate one anyway.
I ate both of them
Oh,
because
wow.
I paid for them.
Yeah. Slimy burgers and all.
Slimy burgers that are dry, incredibly
I
dry.
don't even understand how that's possible.
Physically, it doesn't seem like it could happen, but it did.
I don't even like eating slimy tofu. I'm like, whoa, this has been here a week.
Yeah.
I'd be scared to eat slimy meat.
Yeah. It wasn't just the meat that was slimy. It was like the buns, and the cheese was like oozing out of it,
Wow.
and you know, like melty cheese is good, but
Yeah.
oozy cheese not good.
No.
Yeah.
Unless it's coming out of a Cheese Whiz container. Because it literally,
I
it
guess.
literally oozes out.
Well, yeah, but I don't eat cheese whiz. So
Yeah.
there you go.
You know who does? Slayer.
That is true. That is true. Have you told that story?
Yeah, I think so. They're sponsored by Cheese Whiz. Or
Yeah.
they used to be.
Right.
They're bringing
At one
blood
point in
to
time.
Bringing it all back to Slayer.
All right. Well, then I should pick a movie.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. I'm gonna pick. I don't know. Would you consider the last movie we watched, was that a western?
Oh, the head of Alfredo Garcia?
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't say a western. Yeah.
Well, then this one is also kind of a western, but kind of not.
Jonah
takes
Hex?
Huh?
Jonah Hex.
Fuck no. Stab myself in the crotch before I see that movie. No, it takes place in Australia, so it's technically not west,
Okay.
but there's horses and cowboys,
We're watching on Eastern.
I guess, or southern.
Southeastern.
Yeah.
Is it southeast of here? Wow, I'm terrible. I think it's southeast of here.
Yeah. It's in the southern hemisphere.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't know.
Watching a Kiwi.
We're watching an Australian movie called The Proposition.
The Proposition.
Starring Guy Pearce, written by Nick Cave, directed by the guy who did The Road.
Okay, cool. Sweet. Never seen it.
Neither have I.
Oh.
That's why we're watching it.
Let's do it.
Fuck yeah.
Cool.
All right.
The Proposition.
Proposition.
Watch it.
Yeah.
That way we're not spoiling it for you.
Right.
As we inevitably will.
We will. Yeah. It's, safe to say.
Sweet.
Yeah. All right, then. Let's get out of here. Get some snacks.
Yes. Get a snack on.
All righty. Goodbye.
Gutter Trash can be downloaded at www.guttertrash.net, iTunes, Podcast Alley, and Feedburner. You can also find us at myspace.com/guttertrash_net, seanborn.net, and buyerbewarecomics.blogspot.com. Contact us at eric@guttertrash.net or jason@guttertrash.net. Thank you for listening to Gutter Trash. We'll see you next time.